Before we get started, there's a few things I really have to say. The discourse around this game has artificially created a binary option. You can either not buy the game and support the trans community, quote unquote, or buy it and give up that support. This type of no nuance take does not actually support anyone. If anything, it alienates people from a conversation worth having. Personally, I have donated more money to trans charities than I have to Hogwarts Legacy to help offset the potential negative impact. I am here to critique the game, to enjoy Hogwarts, and to commentate on any issues I see within the plot. J.K. Rowling has handled goblins historically in incredibly anti-Semitic ways. And she has contributed to quite a lot of just general xenophobia throughout all of her works. I hope to use this platform to bring awareness to the harmful stereotypes presented and link to Jewish creators who can better address some of the issues that I can't. I'm disappointed that people's time online has been used to cancel/yell at people rather than uplifting marginalized voices. Boycotting something at this scale does not work, just like boycotting a service as large as Amazon. It functionally will not happen. Donating, supporting, and defending marginalized groups does. J.K. Rowling already has a huge platform. This game will not significantly impact that in any way. J.K. Rowling also already has a lot of money. This game will not impact that either. I strongly believe that discussing the problematic representation in the Harry Potter universe and defining how we can do better is far more important than attempting to block something that is already within pop culture. This game has had the lead up of 8 massively successful movies, not to mention countless other books, games, side projects, etc. The Hogwarts Express is not going to stop in its tracks and go away without a careful dismantling of its engine or a complete overhaul of its cargo. If you support trans rights, support trans people. With that out of the way for now, I'm sure that issues will come up as we go, and that's the goal of this, right? To simultaneously enjoy and critique. Let's get started.
All right.
We have been accepted to Hogwarts. Can you believe it? As the start? Come on.
You've been accepted as a 5th year student.
Yes.
According to, I didn't read the rest of it, but some thing, and they're sending you all your stuff. I don't know. It's the Hogwarts universe. It's gonna start with you getting accepted to Hogwarts. You can't start the story any other way.
True.
I don't know if anybody wants to actually play.
I'd like to play the childhood.
Yeah, can I play the child abuse simulator until I'm ready to get out? Like, I think that's the part that we don't want to live vicariously through, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe related to in some ways for some people.
What hair are we feeling?
I don't know. What's the vibe?
I've been kind of doing the preset.
That guy looks too old to be in school, honestly.
This guy?
No, to the left of that, he looks. That's like Glee actor. Like, clearly that man is 28 years old.
Yeah.
Playing a high schooler.
Should we? Is that the vibe we're going for?
Are we going with a problematic vibe for this guy?
Yeah. Let's try to make it someone who clearly is like.
The face looks younger. The little thumbnail.
Let's try to make him look as old as possible.
No, guys, I promise I'm a 5th year. I don't know why y'all's voices haven't dropped yet.
Oh my god. I think it might be this.
I don't know. Not to be problematic too early, but these are some very British looking faces.
I also think it's very odd to me that it's these and then skin color and stuff is like a slider. Because you can't preview anything.
Well then, I don't know. I guess look at... Okay, no, it looks like there are some different kind of face shapes. I was gonna say, there is like... I have seen games before that it's like, a bunch of white face shapes, basically, or like traditionally Caucasian face shapes, and then just a tone slider for your skin color, and it's like, that's not actually how you put diversity into a game. Like, people
Which
do
one of
have
these
different
screams
features.
old man the most?
half moon glasses. I feel
Okay.
like
I agree.
it's very. Honestly, I think even the hipsters can try, but I think it still just makes you look old, right?
Yeah, I actually would argue that doing this like speckled gray or like slightly gray might look older.
No, that's like very trendy.
Oh, that's true. Okay,
Right.
let's.
Or I don't know. Is it still trendy? I don't know. Maybe
Probably not.
showing the age.
Definitely
but
not pink.
I guess that was kind of a moment for a while, but not so much anymore.
Oh, this is old.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably the oldest.
Do we think
looking
it's still
hair
that
color.
haircut style? I think so. I think that's very old man.
Yeah, it's not a middle part, which is apparently what.
The complexion slider is
not
the
to
one
be
that.
too millennial about it, but that's.
I guess this
like,
is how like
You're
tired
not
you are.
supposed to do a part like this. How your complexion is just how tired you are.
I'm not sure. I like this one. The like
No,
bags
it's
in
kind
the
of like
eyes.
the flushness of the skin.
Oh, we can give him some old man moles.
I don't know. People have moles that aren't old.
This one is like there's
Those
like
aren't
this,
that
which is
kind of
like
old.
almost the mole I have, and
I was gonna say that is like yeah.
and
have
I
one
think
on my
one
chin.
of these is near the eye, like exactly.
Like you can
where-
give him the little Marilyn Monroe.
No,
beauty
we gotta go for this. The like, am I developing a little melanoma?
Oh my. Are you confusing liver spots with freckles?
Yes.
They're not the same thing.
Well, but
I
like
get what you're
this
saying.
is
Okay.
freckles.
I see what you're saying.
They're like a little more amorphous, I guess.
These are scars? Oh, scars and markings. I was gonna say some of those on the left look
Well,
like.
they're like spell damage.
Oh my. So it is a scar, but like I
Yeah.
don't know, a rad tattoo style scar.
I know.
That's
I wish when I got burned by soup, it looked like this.
oh my.
Oh.
That's pretty gnarly.
I think if he was an old guy trying to go undercover at school, he would not have a scar.
Yeah,
Because
I'm not a big,
he might actually have a scar, but he's filled it in with something, you know?
I'm not a big facial scar on my character kind of person anyway.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know if this is controversial. I feel like old people have brown eyes.
I think people with
I don't
brown eyes
know.
actually. Oh wait, we could give him.
Well, that is kind of my.
what's the
hazel. I do
Tumblr-
like seeing the.
What's the Tumblr thing?
Oh, I don't remember what they call it.
Oh yeah, yeah. The hazel is good.
Like it really does look like my eye color, which is interesting. Because a lot of times you pick hazel and it does. Just
I
look
think
brown,
yeah, I think
but they
they're
don't
either
get the,
brown
like,
or gray.
the mix of color that hazel has. Give it some bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, I feel like darker.
Oh, this is eyebrow
eyebrows are-
color.
Yeah.
Do you, oh, there is eyebrow shape done.
Yeah, I think having your eyebrows a tiny bit darker than your hair makes a lot of sense.
Typically they are. That
Yeah.
looks right.
Okay, and then shape. Yeah, let's go for whatever. Definitely not unibrow, but whatever is bushiest.
I think this one's a little. Oh, but that has like that trendy little eyebrow cut.
Yeah,
What about these little? Yeah,
these ones.
those look kind of like old man brows.
I don't. I think that I kind of like these ones more. Not to be basic.
Okay.
The
Or
arch
those are good.
works. Yeah, I like the arch. Okay, voice.
I am indeed. That was quite something. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Is that the deepest it goes?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Name.
I have no idea.
Well, it's gotta be like a Harry Potter lame name where it's kind of just nouns thrown together. Olden, kind of like Holden.
Holden. I was gonna say someone that I did know named Holden, but then I realized I probably shouldn't say someone's full name.
I know. When I first started recording, my first attempt at recording this before the audio failures and everything else, I did put my whole name in there, and I was like, maybe not that, because I thought I didn't realize it would show up at every single dialogue box.
Oh my.
Oh wait, old and accountable.
Oh my.
I will say
Well, then change it to, I think Holden is like a normal name, right?
okay.
Holden accountable.
Hold it accountable.
Oh my.
We're holding your Rowling animal. I was gonna say I was kind of disappointed at the dormitory thing because I'm like, the Wizarding Worlds can create infinitely large spaces within spaces. So why doesn't everyone just have their own room?
I think it's part of the culture, I guess. I'll say I think the in terms of the like, you know, the gender inclusive options for character creation kind of thing, I think that the best angle to take on it is what they do, where it's just voice 1, voice 2, like
And
all the options
anyone
are
can do
available
anything. Yeah.
kind of thing. Like,
I presume you've been practicing the spells.
because even if you're not like, I
I'm
don't know,
quite sure I've never
intentionally
seen anyone take
playing
so
with gender or anything, it's just the fact that like
You pick.
anybody could have these features. Like, it's almost like.
I appreciate you watching.
Or I don't know if this makes sense, but like it's almost like the Mii approach to character creation, like for the Wii.
Oh yeah.
Like your Miis, it's just like these are just features, put them, assemble them. I don't know if that makes sense.
This guy,
It's like,
we have succeeded in creating an undercover old man.
Yeah, he even he looks at least in
He's
his 30s.
secretly 38, but he's pretending to be 20.
I could give him 35.
Well, that's the thing. You think he'd be 35. He's actually older than that.
Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start of term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
We will be probably
As
playing
long as your
a,
young charge here doesn't mind me
I guess,
tagging along.
morality run, simply because I like making the choice that makes the most sense at any time. And a lot of the times the bad options are like, do you want to screw over this person?
Oh yeah, I heard there's like a morality system, quote unquote, like.
There's no points though. Now, note here, we cannot see the Thestrals pulling the carriage.
Yet.
Yet.
I guess. Well. I guess I don't know if that changed.
We were being watched.
I do like the
Teleport.
apparating, which is funny to see in a video game because it does look like a graphical glitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Like,
really does.
When you, in some games that are maybe a little rough around the edges, where you'd like kill an enemy and it'd start like glitching around.
Yeah, I also like that
It
they
did kind
use
of
it.
look like that's what happened to him.
It is like, it's a good enough thing to whatchamacallit, like it. They can get away with so much by having everything apparating. I mean, that's what they did with the later
in
Harry
terms
Potter
of,
movies.
Yeah, like lowering the.
Like, they don't need to animate a
Animation
book
load.
appearing somewhere.
Yeah, or even the people walking.
I
too
do
much.
like, why are we not apparating right now? To school.
Oh, because you can apparate into Hogwarts these days, right? Because it's in the past.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Yes, sir.
I thought that was
You
like
can
a thing.
flu
where-
powder in, though, I think.
Oh, I thought it was like a thing in
The
that,
Wizarding
like,
War? It might, maybe we can
because
apparate.
of Voldemort, you could no longer apparate into Hogwarts.
I guess you can't
So I
carry
think that
all of
was
your
in,
stuff with you.
Well, and that was in the Fantastic Beasts movies or something. I didn't watch all of them.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna be blissfully ignorant about a good number of things with Harry Potter lore because I have a
is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably
well,
intuitive and gifted wizard.
Oh.
well-eroded relationship with the books, I guess, is a way to put it. Where, like, I definitely read all the books when I was younger, and then I just moved on. I didn't stay attached to it too much.
Uh-oh.
So I know a little bit about it. Truth or gobbledygook?
But we will see whether or not
Let's
the
see.
goblin...
Yeah, okay, because
We'll continue rating as we go how anti-Semitic the goblins feel.
Yeah, that's the big thing that people have been concerned about with the depiction of goblins in this game. So I'm interested in seeing what exactly is the Goblin Rebellion, because that does set you up to not expect the best.
Oh, look, they're rebelling. I sure hope we don't have to stop them.
Especially, yeah, your introduction to it being like, you know, those goblins, they're in a rebellion.
Ooh, is that the ancient magic symbol? Also, sorry, but ancient magic is hilarious to me as a descriptor. Like, ancient. here's all these specific spells, and then
Whatever magic
ancient
protects this.
magic.
I guess what is the... Yeah, because presumably the magic has existed the whole time in this universe, right? So where do they draw the line for like what's ancient versus what's modern?
50 years ago.
I don't know, because this is the 1800s.
Oh!
I guess we have like...
We can see the
Oh, it
shininess.
lights up because you touched it?
We can see it.
Merlin's
Whoa.
beard.
No one else can.
How did you wait?
Oh, you can't see that it lights up. Oh! Oh my. And
Great.
that dude's just gone? Okay, he like grabbed the card.
Well,
The guy's
he's still
in
there.
Okay. Oh no, never mind. Not anymore.
Oh wait.
Yeah, we did make a...
And now we can see the Thestrals. Because we just witnessed someone die.
That is pretty cool, honestly.
It is also
in terms
interesting.
of a reveal.
Like, what level do you need to see people die at in order for you to be
I
able
think
to
it's
see
just
Thestrals?
anything, right? Like if you
Well,
were
but, like,
there
if that
when
was-
your, grandpa passed away in the hospital, I think that still counts.
I mean, like, if the carriage was still turned the other way and, like, you saw him get squished, but you didn't actually see him die, does that count?
Isn't that what we just saw?
Yeah, like I mean, like, you didn't witness the life leave the person. They were eaten.
Oh, like if it kind of happened off screen.
Yeah,
so to
like you
speak.
knew it happened, but you didn't directly witness it.
I think it counts because if it's like, I don't know, in terms of magic knows things that you don't, sort of thing.
It's
So like,
Wiggenweld potion.
maybe if you weren't sure if he was dead, you would know when you see the Thestrals kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, he did die because now I know that I saw death.
We gotta heal.
Wiggenweld. Okay, so now this is your.
Now we're starting.
What
A little
happened?
bit.
Well, it's kind of like
We get the features all in a row.
Estus Flask and Dark Souls, where you get your little like refillable
It's a health potion.
I know, but like
This
where
is
it's like a
like-
refillable inventory item sort of thing. Like,
Oh,
you don't have to
rather
go-
than- yeah.
you don't have to go to the shop and stock up on Wiggenweld potions every.
Oh, we do.
Where are we?
Oh, okay. Then never mind then.
But that key
Then it is
was
just
discovered
out,
was clearly
okay.
a port key.
Now, this is
Allowing to
simply a
ensure
gorgeous
to bring
game.
whoever touches it to a specific place.
The key that was in the thing was a port key. Okay.
I'm feeling better.
But
sir.
I was
That's how
thinking
you
about this a lot. They did such a good job of introducing layers. Yeah.
We've no idea who created
Layers
this port
of
key
vegetation
or why.
where you have like the passive texture one and then a layer on top of that and then the plant and then like another plant. And it makes it so much more natural.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The rocks look good.
I will say the basalt placement is a little potentially weird because that's a volcanic rock and does not mesh with the rest of it, but we might
Well,
be able to
isn't that
forgive them.
how volcanic rock emerges? Like it is an
Well,
emergent.
usually you get like a whole area that's only basalt, not basalt mixed with other stuff.
I got a B in geology, so I don't
Look
know
at
for
this.
sure. But there's like emergent
Farther from
rocks,
London than the
right?
carriage travelled.
It's
This does look
gorgeous.
really cool.
It's somewhere in the Scottish Highlands, sir.
The amount of like good lighting use and atmospheric perspective. We've got the fog coming in to make the background look way farther away, and to give us a certain amount of distance
The
between
waves
us
are
and the
really
thing.
nice too.
And I believe
So yeah, we got the
that
key
she
that was the port
and
key.
now George guided in pursuit of
And we know
whatever
we're
it was
following
meant
it.
to lead to.
Yeah, so
You're
it
sure
was supposed to
you're
take you to
all
those
right
ruins,
and
but
wouldn't mind indulging
you can't
me?
get over
Well, it was
I'd
supposed to
like
take us
have a
here.
look around. Absolutely, sir. Good.
Well, to get to-
Wizards like doing the thing where they like teleport you almost to the right place.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm loving these little flags too, to show us the wind.
Mind your step.
Yeah.
Might
Where
just
do
have-
you suppose your wife got the port key?
I was
Doctor,
gonna
sir?
break the
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a
Can you
long
break-
forgotten
Oh.
form of ancient magic.
That's fun.
I do think it's funny how you get the meters away thing on this guy.
It's also, so far, it's like the classic game introduction where it's like, we're gonna show you one little mechanic at a time. Look, you can climb up short walls by us
Yeah.
placing two of them on this path.
But again,
What's
with the
next?
texture layers, we've got the dirt, and then we've got the pond, and then we've got the little rocks as like it's just, it feels more lived in because there's more things.
More variety.
Yeah, well, and it feels like it's on top of itself rather than like a singular texture put over.
Mm-hmm.
But I am certain it was to do with that search.
Sorry.
There's the path down below. This way.
Oh. Already.
Sir,
Oh, this is
You're already playing the way that I play, which is they tell me the correct way to go, and I'm like, good. I will immediately go in the opposite direction to find the secret.
no, this is the way the guy's pointing.
Oh.
I just didn't wait for him to walk.
Never
But
mind.
magic is no different than any power. What really matters is
Also, like the contrast between the background and the foreground here.
Hmm.
is that ice?
Ooh.
it's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that one work you were practicing.
Ooh.
Focus on the center.
I also like. What is our backstory? Is my question.
Yeah, like,
Ooh.
did you already know how to use magic?
Excellent.
I don't know.
Because you got to skip ahead to 5th year. And so, like, you have a wand already, and you know how to
That was
cast
a
some
bit
basic
rougher
spells,
than
maybe.
unexpected.
Yeah.
Well, we know our backstory, which is we're an undercover 38-year-old infiltrating.
They also did a really good job doing like whenever you move from a dark space to a light space, having a little bit of the like sun blindness sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. How do you cross
there.
gaps? Oh, never mind. You're gonna
He's
just
directing
go
us in
around.
many ways. Yeah.
Oh, you can.
We're a
So
limber
again,
old man.
Look, it's but that's what I'm saying of like the slow introduction
That's where
to
we
game
have to go.
mechanics and the kind of like built-in, not a tutorial thing. It's like now you've found a slightly higher wall, so you're
secret.
getting to see what is the upper limit of what you could climb up.
Yeah.
I like when games make
We're close now. It's just
mechanics, especially like movement related mechanics, a little more intuitive, or kind of like clearly this was intentionally put here for you to
Yeah.
do this, but now that you know how it works, you can start playing with that and experimenting it. I remember seeing that in Gris or Gris, I don't know how people pronounce
Gris.
it. But as you add more colors to the game, is how you like get more mechanics. But like it's clearly intended to show you how to do the new thing, but it makes it feel like you discovered it.
Now
Which makes it a lot more fun.
Interestingly enough, this Reparo answered some questions I had about Reparo, because you can see that not all the steps and stuff came back because they were probably destroyed by the ocean. So it doesn't like actually fix everything if it's too far away.
Well, it's not like a.
It doesn't create
It
anything.
puts it back together. It doesn't like. Yeah, conjure new stuff. If it's been eroded away by time and the ocean and stuff, it's. I think it also has to like be nearby, right?
Yeah, I also think they definitely either had a like true apparel person on the team for the assets, or that they I don't know, like studied things very closely, because the way that the seams in this game work is like truly incredible. It looks like they did a lot of stuff that wouldn't happen unless it was real. They had to have studied something pretty close.
You would know more about that than I would.
But I like especially paying attention to the shoulders. Oh, I think I have the mini map HUD turned off.
The thing that it just told you about.
Yeah.
Professor.
Sorry. I think it's better without the mini map.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Yeah, you have like looking at the cards here, looking at the stars, and I'm wondering if we'll get like the rest of this image later in the game.
Do you return to this location?
I have no
frequently?
idea.
Oh.
Oh look,
Professor.
it's an
This
orb.
statue.
Me pondering my orb.
His home?
Yeah,
I hope it's not-
I heard
I
that.
hope it's not
this
this
is
guy's
such a
home.
bad home.
If he has a carved mural and a giant statue of himself, I hope this isn't his house. I hope this was like a school and they dedicated this stuff to him. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's kind of pretentious. Like, not only that he has both of those things in the home, but like those were in the same room.
Yeah.
Crystallized
Oh.
Ooh.
But what could it be blocking?
So this is like your indication that there's ancient magic. Oh no, this is the stuff that was like ice.
Well,
Ooh.
and it is kind of ancient magic-y.
I like how
The reflection
as you
is so
approach
cool,
it,
yeah.
the reflection showed up. But it's not a reflection, there's something on the inside.
Whoa.
There's magic.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
Why
How is there a
indeed?
room behind it?
What room? I can't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow in
Oh.
a portkey container.
So you're finding out that only you can see it.
Well, of course. We are the protagonist.
They are doing the like narrative shortcut for the audience sort of thing that is have a character state the question out loud that everyone should be thinking, you know.
I don't believe
Yeah.
it.
Well, why would that be here? And like it's not really.
Sorry, just adjusting the mic setup
Oh,
a tiny
whoa.
bit.
Okay, so you didn't walk through it, you're just now in it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, this, I'm sorry, gorgeous
I like
as hell.
the-
Look
yeah.
at the stalactites are beautiful. There is such an amazing contrast between the chandelier and the outside. Like,
Well-
this isn't a true room, and yet we are still in the space because of the arrangement.
I like the variation in texture too. So you have these like smooth stone or like smooth marble columns that are kind of glossy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hello?
Is that someone at the desk? Oh yeah. Oh, a goblin baker.
Yep, time to see how anti-Semitic this game is.
Did they stop talking?
I turned it down a little bit because I wanted to make sure there wasn't any feedback, but I think we're okay.
Yeah.
We still do have
I
the
haven't done anything with the
racist
design.
caricature. I do think it has gotten a little bit less bad, but that doesn't really matter in terms of like reducing the size of someone's nose if it's still within the caricature.
Yeah.
Like it's, I don't know, oh, it's a little smaller of a nose. Like that's insane.
Yeah, it just needs a redesign.
Also, like, why the fingernails? I don't know. This is a banker. Why do we need to have them be like
Vault number 12.
also gross?
Depicted as gross.
Yeah.
Well,
Precisely.
he knows he wants to. So are they actually in Gringotts or
Your wife's portkey.
Oh,
what is-
yes, of course.
They're in Gringotts in a far branch. This is the only way to get to Vault 12. That's why he knows it's Vault 12, because no one else has ever come here.
interesting?
I will say
I
this
don't know a lot
machine
of the rules
is...
for how the bank works, though. To be fair, I don't know.
The Gringotts Bank, I think, is a very cool location in terms of a way to hide a lot of secrets, because
So this is
it's
like
an
a-
infinitely large... I don't know.
It's like a branch of the bank
It might be connected.
that
I'm
was
not
out
sure.
here on this this dude's island or whatever.
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, we also don't know if they teleported when they went through that wall. So it could have really been anywhere.
Yeah, we don't know where the vault is.
In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12.
Yeah. Also,
As
we
speak,
didn't get
just beneath the
seatbelts.
main lobby. The vault
Oh, you just see they're
should
beneath the main lobby.
a private
I will say this little like car thing is cool. Did they need to put a little loop-de-loop in it there? No. Like if it was just for locomotion, they definitely were like, these are kind of fun. Let's put like
Yeah.
this. They don't need to put a little loop
if your
in.
only job was to go from the front desk to these other places, I feel like you'd want to make it a little fun.
Yeah, but it's like clearly this was for fun and not function. Putting the fun in function.
I feel like there's also always like dialogue in the movies about like no one else knows how to navigate down here, and I'm like, it feels pretty easy because it's a straight
You are
line.
Literally being railroaded.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you don't know where to go?
quite a distance to go.
It is a bit convoluted.
Also,
I
like,
do
how
like
long are they on there?
Driving through the waterfall to wash away the enchantment.
Oh, I like how that stalactite is wet.
Yeah.
Vault number.
See, this is what I am thinking. I feel like there's like these red eyes that are like they're either being controlled by someone else or something.
On your way.
Mm-hmm. There is at least, I guess, some variation in. I'm looking at like the noses or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's
Well, the
some
problem is they're still
variation,
all
maybe.
within caricature.
Yeah, it's all within caricature, but I think
They've
maybe,
been a little bit.
Maybe we can slowly, over time, morph the
Yeah.
depiction
We
of
can
goblins
rewrite
to
them
get
to be
a
something
little-
else.
Well, like, I mean, D&D had to kind of do that slowly, and it's still not there. Other fantasy stuff has
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
had to spend a lot of time
Yeah, but they're still working
slowly
on it.
divesting things from their roots.
Yeah, I do think I'm gonna turn the audio down a tiny bit more for the game one.
You can do that in post.
Here we are.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just worried about it. After recording not the game audio for a solid hour,
Yeah.
you tend to worry about it a little bit.
I didn't know if you were
A
going to cut that
goblin
part
has
out.
been stationed
No.
in my
What you
desk
said.
for
I don't really care either way.
that time. No
I
one
don't know. There's no mysteries to process
No Invisible 12 in how long? That was
in like a really long time.
Oh, okay.
I really appreciate this about like the wizarding architecture where it's like kind of probable but not at all. Like this little lamp, like, oh yeah, that is a support. It's not like a floating island sort of thing. Because I always think those are like a little too fantastic, but it is like clearly you'd need more than that.
Yeah, like that one little thing is not strong enough to hold up the whole track.
Yeah. Oh.
We love a lock that has a bunch of little moving parts.
Honestly, I wish that my garage door opened like that.
Or the front.
I say that for garage because I think garage I at least already am patient for it. Whereas like the front door I don't want to wait.
If I could like hit a button to open the front door, though, that'd be nice.
I
always have my
love
hands full.
the embellishment of those chisel marks on all of the sides there,
Like on the pillars. or whatever.
on the pillars and stuff. Yeah, like we're transitioning from more man-made to more like prehistoric man-made sort of thing.
Mhm.
So we're changing technology.
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something.
This is a fun
here.
like mystery setup. I'm interested so far.
And it's a very good, like, semi-forced, here is the spells, but not, like, overly forced.
Well, like a second.
I really like what they've done with the learning
you
magic
get to-
system, where you have to do a little mini game once per spell to learn it, and they get a little harder over time. So you have to
Okay.
guide along the track, and then if you get hit by the other thing, I think you have to try again.
And then you just know it. So it's not like
Move a bit
the
Every-
old
closer
computer
and
games
try
where you have to like
again.
trace it with the mouse.
But it is a good way to work in like the swish and flick sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting that there's so many spots here for stuff, especially if this hasn't been open in a while. And I'm like surprised that neither of these people are like, let's grab that book. But that's just me.
That's a start. There's that symbol again.
It's also interesting. I guess Revelio does work for both people.
That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw.
Well,
on the
because
wall.
it's just revealing it. It's not like
reveals the way forward.
giving
then I
you
dare
some
say
special
we are
sight.
about to
It's like
discover
revealing
the
it.
secret
in
of
real-
Yeah.
Lead the way.
It affects the thing itself, not you.
Which it's also funny, like, why would you make a hidden door there if the... you know what I
This
mean?
is no ordinary vault.
Mhm.
I suspect we
Well-
need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
Yeah, obviously.
But to what
Is it
end,
a
I can't
test?
say.
Yeah.
Stay close.
Aren't you
There
going
will
to
be
school?
no
Are
discovery
you scared of a
if things go
test?
poorly.
Yeah, this is actually their version of the SATs. Even though I know the owls already exist. Which the owls are messed up because it also determines your career path. Look at the way the light goes through the hair, though. That's really cool.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of
I see
there's
something
good
up
like
ahead.
level of realism.
What is it?
I think it's nice because it isn't trying to be hyper realistic, but it is trying to feel natural.
Yeah.
Because
I could.
it's
I
a
think that's
magic
fair.
game. It's not a, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna have weird stuff, and it also means that they don't have to do too much of the like hyper realism on the people stuff.
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed
Like,
as
I
if
don't
the
need my
ground
video
was
game to
swirling
look
about.
more like reality
Are
than
you
this
all right?
does.
Yeah, I don't
Yes, sir,
necessarily
I'm fine.
need hyper realism in
You seem
games.
to have
I do
caused the
like that
floor to
we're
change.
maybe.
That
I hope we
statue.
can move past pixel art one
What
day.
statue?
I like pixel art.
I
Some
think it's
sort of
nice. I think
statue, but only as
we
a
definitely had a
reflection
few
in the
years where it was like every single game was like pixel art.
I also
And
think
was
when
like, oh
when
my.
it's pixel art and it's like
Starts becoming
purposefully
homogeneous.
like 16-bit, it's
Yeah.
a little much.
Well, and it started just becoming really homogenous with the
It is.
just
The reflection's
games in
still
general.
there.
Like they all kind
The
of look
statue's position's
the
no
same, and I
match.
didn't know.
Oh.
what was good, you know.
When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the
God,
light.
that's so me. Spinning around.
Perhaps you should pass Lumos.
I don't know what that means.
Perhaps you should do it.
Oh yeah, and you can get speed boosts if you do the button presses, which isn't like win or lose on the thing, but it is possible to mess up.
Lumos.
And it's drawn to the light, so you have to
How the
go
reflection's
pointing
turning
towards the front.
towards me.
Yeah.
It does follow the light.
Ooh.
When he's gonna stab it into the ice. Oh,
Oh.
no, you gotta do Lumos. I think you need to wait. He's like,
Oh
let
yeah,
him
yeah,
finish
yeah,
doing
you're
his
right.
thing. Yeah.
Oh. Oh look, some friends.
The music disagrees.
Look out! Protego.
Haha. That's the last time I'll succeed on doing that. Perfectly. Get ready for a lot of me getting hit by things that I shouldn't.
I will
be.
say this is interesting to see with Akio and Descendo as combat spells.
I think it
Which,
makes
I guess-
a lot more sense, honestly.
It does make sense, I think, in terms of like, I don't know, power curve for this magic universe or whatever. The idea that the like same, I guess it's Levioso instead of Wingardium Leviosa, which maybe are different degrees of levitation. But like the idea that someone can pick someone up with magic at will seems a little, I don't know, dangerous.
Well, I think it feels more accurate to me because that would be dangerous.
But like, I don't know, is there a way to counter getting levitated off the ground? You know?
Yeah, but I like it because it's a little bit more physical of a fight rather than just like we basically have guns that are magic.
Yeah. I think it's cool for like gameplay. I'm thinking like real world implications. Like if you actually could just like levitate.
Oh yeah,
someone,
Wingardium Leviosa
it's, like,
is
so-
one of the most overpowered spells.
It would be so
Professor Fig.
easy to,
Professor, where are you?
you know, render someone helpless basically. Like if you're being
Where am I
levitated in the
supposed
air.
to go?
I mean that's always what the bad guy does when they have the power to levitate people, right?
Yeah.
Levitate them up. Ah, you can't do anything because I'm holding you. You know?
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, you don't have your
Babies.
feet on the ground.
That's where they take me.
You are as helpless as a baby, I suppose.
Yeah.
You are.
Uh-oh.
The same puzzle, but it's 3 now. Do they still follow you?
Yeah. Oh, I have to.
No,
sorry, I have
no,
to
they're
reveal them.
Revelios. You have to Revelio.
Well, and then I have to Lumos.
Oh, okay, yeah. And make them
Seems I have no choice. I'm gonna have
Well,
to
because
fight
they have to match with the one underneath.
Yeah.
Looks like I'll be doing this fight all on my own. Place your bets now on if I'll die.
Oh. You already missed your first particular.
Oh, see, I do this thing. I will say the fact that hitting the button and the spell on the top makes it so you don't Protego and you instead Lumos is a little bit hard.
What is the Protego
Attack,
button?
the triangle. But if you hit the normal attack button plus triangle, you instead.
Hold Protego. Oh, you want to hold to counter.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Well, they'd have to hit me for that.
So maybe stop killing them. I think they're going to keep respawning until you finish your little tutorial objective. Okay, what's your like little basic shot then?
Just the trigger.
Okay, it's the trigger.
I hit the button.
And it's like a kind of 3-hit combo deal where
It's a 4-hit.
4-hit combo, I think.
So
Yeah.
the 4th hit is the one that does something.
It does 30 as opposed to 6.
Yes, and it works with the other spells
okay.
too.
So it does 3 normally. After you stupefy them, it makes them vulnerable because you're doing double damage after you stupefy.
Yes. It is funny how weak
That's
my
interesting.
healing potions are.
How?
Lumos.
I guess, is this as much as of an explanation for the combat as you get?
No.
Okay.
There's a lot more.
I was gonna say, 'cause
I'm coming at this as someone who's actually played probably like 6 hours so far.
Mhm.
Admittedly, I've played the intro like twice because of various issues, but
I'm coming at this.
Hogwarts legacy
knowing
symbol.
so little.
Oh my god, the game.
But like, I'm thinking from, I played a lot of video games, so I'm just kind of seeing. I like how that works.
Yeah.
You got your 4-hit combo, you've got your parry, which makes them vulnerable, which then rewards you for successfully parrying, and
I think we are gonna do an extra long first episode just because it makes a lot of sense to get through to Hogwarts and into the common room. I think as the first thing, which is a little more like an hour. But
we did make a grown-up. I'm thinking, how old are you?
it's
supposed
grown
to
up
be?
undercover.
Wait, you're supposed to be. It's 5th year, and they start at like 11, right? So 11 is your first year.
11 plus 4.
12, 13, 14.
15. This is a
15?
15.
That's not a 15-year-old.
It is. I love that we
That
are able
kid's
to
in
hit
college, at
undercover
least.
old man.
Yeah, that kid's in college at least.
It's a college professor who's trying to be the TA.
Yeah. It
I
well,
wonder.
if the backstory that we just made up was canon, it would make more sense to be like, this is your TA. And
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
This is a
Well,
new
we're already the
student.
weird, like, 5th-year student, so I feel like everyone's pretty suspicious of us anyway.
And there's only 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's already established their cliques. You have like no chance.
Well, and it's a
like,
boarding school, so, like,
Yeah.
yeah, your
You
social
have no
life
chance
is
at
shot.
integrating into the social environment of this school. Good luck.
Oh.
This guy.
Oh, it's
You can
a
tell
memory.
he's from the olden times because he has a weird hat on.
True. Old people do that. I would never put one on. I'm not old.
Oh, you're RPing.
I'm RPing this, yeah. In fact, I'm never wearing a hat in this game. I think when we make outfit choices, we should make sure it's always like almost an outfit, but then there's one thing that like
It's gotta
betrays
be
the old man energy.
It's got to be the how do you do fellow kids kind of.
Yeah,
energy.
yeah.
Like trying to look too youthful.
Like
It's like hoodie and baseball cap and skateboard over the shoulder. Nobody.
crop top, leggings.
No
and
man has all 3. No child has all 3.
Yeah.
Hoodie, baseball cap, and skateboard.
Oh my god. We've done all we can. I love this where it's like, what if someone else discovers this room that you can only discover if you have ancient magic and discovers ancient magic? Like
So,
that's a little.
Yeah. What is it? So they've hidden something.
They've hidden
And
the
then they-
secret to ancient magic in this room.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Question mark.
Where did this dude get the pensive juice?
Can I see
It was just
The,
there.
Traces of an ancient.
So the secret, the traces and secret of it were that memory, I think, because I'm pretty sure we don't get anything else in
always
this room.
believed existed.
Okay. Not to
Never.
call it a plot hole too soon, but like, if you were trying to hide this, why would you take your memory out, right, for the pensive, put it in a little bottle, and then put it right next to the pensive?
Well, because
In the room
at
where
this
you
point-
hid something,
well,
to let them know that
no,
you hid
this
something
room
in this
is
room?
the hidden thing.
Then why
Why is there a pensive
is there the
there?
whole pensive bit?
Because
I
we
get,
are
like,
in
we
the
get a
trailer
flashback
part.
to give us a little flashback and everything.
Well,
but, like,
this is the other crazy thing where it's like, to find this room, you would already have to go through several levels of like, you have the key, you have ancient magic, etc. What is the secret in this room?
Seems my reputation precedes
yeah.
me.
Also,
I was beginning to think no one was ever gonna.
See, again, look at the eyes where we have.
this guy could have got in at any time, and also, did he have to fight a bunch of statues to get here? What?
See, look at red eye versus blue eye. I think they're. It feels like control magic or something to me.
Yeah, it's definitely distinguishing them visually, like the bad
The fact
goblins
that
versus the normal goblin or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or that this guy clearly is not affiliated with whatever nefarious purpose they have.
This guy's like, I followed the instructions. The instructions are all that matters. Which is good if you're a banker.
Well, you know, it's very, if you are simply an employee, wow, that was
I
brutal.
have no patience for trading.
That is what you're supposed to do.
I'm
You
sorry, the
simply
traitor
follow
is the
rules.
person who wanted you to follow the instructions that have existed for like 2,000 years. Like, if someone handed me a piece of paper that was 2,000 years old, I'm probably following it, especially if it's a note to me.
Well, like, he had specific instructions for this vault, and he did what he was supposed to do. He didn't do it. He did nothing wrong.
Oh my god.
And also, as, like, yeah, simply an employee, you just follow the rules. It's like the thing, like, if you work retail and somebody tries to rob you, you simply give them the money.
Yeah.
Like, it is not worth, don't be a hero kind of thing. Like, that goblin banker was innocent. I like this weird
I mean, he wasn't.
magic.
The Goblin Banker was not innocent in perpetuating anti-Semitic.
That wasn't the goblin
imagery.
banker's fault. That was,
The game's fault.
yeah.
For having that, yeah.
It's like blaming me for God's mistakes.
This is kind of like how every anime eventually becomes a mecha anime.
Well, you don't get to control the statue, do you?
I don't know. I just think it's funny that we're now getting bigger people as the enemy.
Well, it's the classic, you know, up the stakes by just literally making bigger stakes. Oh, you mean literally make the enemy bigger? No,
Mhm.
I'm sorry. We can raise stakes in other ways. Also, was that some sort of like defense mechanism for the vault or something?
That was him teleporting out with ancient magic.
No, I'm the big statue. that came to
Yes.
life.
Again,
Why
so
was
we
it
have
there?
gained literally nothing by visiting that vault because there was supposed to be secrets for ancient magic there. All we saw was the memory of them saying that they put secrets to ancient magic there. So I think maybe we will be returning later.
Path to both. Wanted someone with your ability.
But like right now, it's like, okay, so the vault just had the pens in.
Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure. So, did the big, the
Big
big
thing was a
statue?
defense.
But it triggered because the goblins came in who weren't supposed to be there. Because
I think
it
it was
only for
because
you.
they blew up the ground a little bit. Because also the not the goblins, the other big defenders attacked us too. I think it's like that the place was disturbed.
Yeah.
Which then it's like, so we were gonna fight that thing? Because I don't think so.
I was gonna say because y'all were already fighting statues and stuff. I don't know.
Now look at how pretty though.
Those look nice.
And that
Good
is
cinema.
where we're gonna be ending the first episode.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you shortly. Because you're probably binge watching this because what else are you doing on YouTube?